So in this episode, we're going to further discuss the DLC petition for Friday the 13th Game. Let's get started. So if you're unaware, recently a petition was created to try and force Gun Media to release DLC for Friday the 13th Game or to refund them in some way, shape, or form. Now, I did make a video touching on this already. If you haven't seen that video, go and click that link right there. However, the people who created the petition then went on to make a live stream and other videos, further confusing and misinforming everybody. So this is what I'm gonna do. I put a poll out and I asked, do you guys wanna see me end this once and for all to get people to realize and fully understand why this will not work in any way, shape, or form? The majority of you said yes, so here we go. First off, there is a huge difference between reading the law and comprehending the law. And by comprehension, I mean actually understanding the law, going and looking at lawsuits that have similar cases and winning those said outcomes, and fully grasping what that law comes down to in a court of law. Now, what they tried to do is they tried to compare some other lawsuit that involved DLC to this one and said, well, they won, why can't we? Because again, as I stated in the first video, there is a huge variable you all are leaving out of the equation. This has something called unforeseen circumstances. You may remember this, I mentioned this in the first video. Under unforeseen circumstances is something such as a lawsuit preventing them from releasing that said DLC, which is something they didn't see coming. You can't see that coming. They had no clue it was happening. So this actually legally gives them the edge and prevents all of you from winning a lawsuit against them. Now you can sue them. You can sue for anything. I mean, I can sue Joe Schmo for planting a tree in his backyard. That doesn't mean the judge isn't going to throw me out of the courtroom for being an idiot. But you can sue for absolutely anything. That doesn't mean you're going to win. Again, keep this in mind, unforeseen circumstances, because this is a very big part of this and exactly why you will not win in any way, shape, or form and have no claims. So, one, we've gone through that you do not have any pain and suffering because there is no physical harm. Emotional distress. Now, emotional distress requires intent. You have to prove intent, meaning that they intentionally did something to harm you emotionally. And that emotion has to be proven through a doctor. You have to say, basically, this was my state of body. I was in this amount of health. They intentionally inflicted this emotional harm upon me, and now I'm in this dire distress. My pain, I've had a heart attack from this. I suffer. I'm in emotional distress all the time, meaning I'm going crazy. I'm in a bad mood because they have conflictively hurt me emotionally on a mental level. And again, you cannot win in the sense of emotional distress because again, you have to prove intent, that they intentionally harmed you. Remember what we talked about in the last video and early on in this video? Unforeseen circumstances. Yes, that's right. Due to unforeseen circumstances, which is the cause of non-release in the DLC, that proves it was not intentional. Again, you guys keep trying to compare lawsuits that just simply involve DLC. That's not how it works in a case with unforeseen circumstances. And yes, I'm going to say this about 20 times because clearly nobody understood this when I said this in the first video. Unforeseen circumstances. I want you to go read that. I want you to comprehend it. I want you to find lawsuits where unforeseen circumstances actually took place. This is what you need to look at regarding DLC. And it's not going to happen because, again, unforeseen circumstances. I can't stress this enough, right? You have no basis for a lawsuit. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more blunt this time. Nothing you do will get you a win in a lawsuit regarding this. I don't care if you have Johnny Cochran, it ain't going to happen. Now let's talk about something else real quick that I find is just funny as hell. Uber Jason being false advertising. Okay, so if way false advertising actually works, is you have to have some type of form of advertisement. So basically, the way Sunday newspapers used to be, there would be a whole bunch of like Toys R Us ads, toy ads, and shit like that, right? You'd open it up, and let's say you saw an Xbox, and they said it was $99.99 while supplies last. You then go into the store, and they try to charge you $199.99. Well, that's false advertising, and you have evidence. Them saying, coming soon, Uber Jason is not any type of false advertising. One, you had to buy the game in order to unlock That's right, unlock a coming soon video in order to understand that Uber Jason may be coming to there, because coming soon doesn't mean it will. They nowhere, shape, or form said, hey, buy this game and you will receive Uber Jason. That would be false advertising, right? False advertising isn't saying coming soon. Number one, coming soon could be anywhere from now to 1,000,000 years from now. That's just the way it works. There's no set release date. There was no 100% guarantee or promise of Uber Jason. Whining about it is not going to get him released. He is 100% dead and gone. No kicking and screaming will ever get DLC released. It cannot due to a lawsuit. And again, trying to sue for false advertising does not work under unforeseen circumstances, which again is what the lawsuit creates in this instance. I can't stress it enough. Like, clearly, I said this in the first video, and yet people still don't comprehend the unforeseen circumstances. And we're going to play a drinking game. You know what? Let's throw the counter up. How many times have I said it? Because I want proof, evidence of how many times that we've gone over unforeseen circumstances. There, I said it again, right? So here's the issue. You guys try to claim pain and suffering, right? You don't have pain and suffering. Just because you feel entitled to something, just because you're upset or angry about something, is not pain nor suffering. Pain or suffering is physical, not mental harm. Second of all, emotional distress is not any type of pain or suffering, again, because you have to be inflicted with intent emotionally, on an emotional level. And even if you look up a lot of these lawsuits, they have a doctor's affidavit or a doctor on the stand stating that, yes, I did see a change and hurtfulness in their bodily state. These are very big things that you have to prove. But again, none of this matters under, come on, say it with me, word of the video, unforeseen circumstances. What you all feel is anger. It's a sense of entitlement. You feel entitled to something that you don't. You are not entitled to it due to unforeseen circumstances. You being upset and throwing my controller, this game made me angry. That is not pain and suffering. That is not emotional distress. Even without unforeseen circumstances, that is neither of them. That is you having a hissy fit. That is you having a temper tantrum. That is you feeling angry. This does not work in any of this type of court case at all. So with all that said, let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think I made this point perfectly clear that they have no case? This will not release DLC, this lawsuit. This will not get you any type of money back because of why. I want you to go down in the comment section and tell me why this does not fall under emotional distress, why it does not fall under pain and suffering, and why they will not win a lawsuit in any way, shape, or form. Tell me what it's called down in the comment section below. Here's a hint. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because if you don't, you won't be notified of kick-ass shit such as this. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because 150 likes on this video will get you another Friday the 13th video on this channel. And don't forget, merch link down in the description below. Eat, sleep, / repeat, the 4 essentials for any horror fan. Also, I'm doing a giveaway right now. I'm giving away copies of Blair Witch the Game. That link is also down in the description below. And don't forget to join us in Discord, because that's where I'm going to kick ass time in there. And if you want to get access to behind the scenes videos, some of these videos 1 week early, join us in a drive-in, which is where we have a private live stream and we watch old school horror movies. Join the Slasher Club at theslasherclub.com. And as always, I'll see you next time.